What's up, Guitar Hack?
Hey, everybody. How's everybody
R-
doing? Cheers,
R2R3
everybody.
Lockingnut. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, man, I got me a good nap today. How about you?
I've been resting well today. Yes,
Resting well today. It was a late night last night.
Yeah,
I was wondering how you guys are going to pull this one off after what I witnessed yesterday.
They were already on for like an hour and a half or something before I even jumped in the stream, man.
yeah.
And then we
that
probably
thing
talked
was a
for
good
another
time.
hour afterwards, right?
Yeah, that was good times, man. That's a good,
So-
good show when the time goes by like this, and you don't even know that much went by.
Right. Our brother Dave will probably be joining us here in a little bit. It's a little early now with the time change. He's probably still in the middle of his dinner time or something, but I think we'll see
he's in
him
the-
here along the way in a little bit. So, hey, Guitar Dudettes, hope everybody's safe at home and taking care of business and got plenty of supplies. What about you guys? Y'all, Hack, you were telling me you went and stocked up today on some supplies.
Yeah, liquor. Yeah.
Liquor, that's essential.
Yeah.
What and same for you, R2? You stocking up on supplies?
Yeah, we had enough already of our supplies from last week and so forth. But my wife works at the Vision Center at Walmart, so it's very convenient for her just to pick up some things, whatever's left. Because I heard this morning it was just chaos.
Yeah, there's not much.
Our
There's not
state went
much
into lockdown 5 p.m. today.
Oh wow.
So restaurants, things, liquor stores were going to be closed for sure. So
Are they still doing carry out at restaurants where you're at?
certain restaurants, but I think because of the shutdown, they asked for them to close it down.
I got you.
There's no McDonald's open
For good?
till further notice. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought
That's how bad it's gotten here. They just governor shut down Illinois. So the only people that should be traveling out are healthcare workers, people that work at grocery stores,
Wow.
things of necessities. Like I guess my local Ace hardware store is going to be open because they have things that you may need,
Right.
plumbing, whatnot, in case something happens. So that's a good thing. But
That's great.
liquor stores and stuff like that, I knew that I received an email saying, yeah, we're not going to be open because we can't. So
Wow.
We already got a few people watching here. Let's check the chat, see all we got in here. Music Therapy Laz, our buddy, was in here first, and Jay Steen, and of course Quentin James. And I think I saw something about Quentin James might have scored a guitar today. Jay Steen, and of course Quentin James, and whoa, what was that?
That was me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm doing
I think
a
Quentin.
I
I
was
think
doing
Quentin
a
might have.
shot. Sorry, man.
I think Quentin might have scored a guitar today. And of course, R2's in the chat, so you can tag him if you need to. Want to ask him a question or something. The original Pair of Mutants with us tonight. Dave Stafford, good show last night. Layla's Guitar Daddy, hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? Daniel Horsley's in here. Bent Rossum, how you doing, bud? You were up late with us last night. Jimmy Biter is in the house.
going on.
Dry Heat 480. Let's see who else we got in here. Jeff Miller.
Look, Dry
Paul
Heat.
Lou checking in. Rick Hefner just checked in, so Guitar Hack's in the chat too. So
Yep.
basically, so this is just an informal hangout. We're just gonna BS with Brian S. and the boys
Pretty much.
tonight. We're all in the same boat. We're all kind of stuck in the house. There's no sports to watch on TV. I'd be up to my eyeballs in NC2A basketball tournament right about now, but that's not going on.
March Madness.
Yeah, March Madness, and I was telling Hack in the green room, everybody here in the States, we fill out brackets. There's usually a pool, so there's, we're watching the games intently, even if they're not our teams, because we want to see how our bracket's doing, because we're trying to win money, right? And Ben's like, go sports team, score a goal for the team. Ben's a big sports fan. Hey,
good time
6'3"
to play
Brian, what's
guitar,
going on,
man.
buddy? Yeah.
It's a great time to play guitar right now. So
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time. Hack and I both got toys just pre-lockdown, so we've got new toys to play with, so that helped out.
That
Oh,
helped
yeah.
a lot.
I got that back there, the Axio interface.
Yeah, you did, right? So you got a new toy too.
That's been my new toy. Yeah.
So tell
I
me
needed
about
to
that, the R2.
I'm sorry.
Tell me a little bit about that. What's that about?
That
grab it.
XIO is made from IK Multimedia. Can you see it back there?
Yeah, I can see the box.
Let's do a closer look at it. I brought the box out.
So what's that? What does that do?
This is an audio interface that's meant for guitar.
Oh, cool.
It has an input dedicated for guitar and mics, obviously, in the back. It's 2 channels. But the thing I like about it is that it has this Z tone knob and these switches that if you have passive or active pickups, you can change the impedance. And it's a better tone shaping before it goes right into your computer, whatever plugin. Right now I'm currently using the Amplitude 4, and it has some great amp models in there. I have the Mesa Boogie package. I have the Dimebag package if you want to play metal, stuff like that. But easily, I just came up with a couple of rhythm channels and lead channels, and I've been having fun with it. Yeah.
So you could just you just plug guitar into the front of that. You run that right into your computer, and you're done.
I'm done. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So it's very nice to play with. Just put the headphones on, and it's just the great knob to just adjust the sound before it even hits your plugin. But like I said, the Amplitude 4, it has models from the actual amplifiers, like Mesa Boogie, Marshall. It came with like a whole bunch of free plugins as far as amplifiers. I'm sorry, from the actual companies licensed. So it's not like sounds like it's actually Mesa Boogie and Randall.
You're allowed to say the real names of the devices.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it sounds phenomenal. I mean, I've still got to do some more experimenting with it and do some recording, but it's great. That's
cool that somebody came up with that, right?
Oh my goodness. Cool. I heard a lot about it. I was going to buy other interfaces, another interface like Focusrite or Universal Audio, of course, but that I cannot complain. I recommend it if anybody doesn't have an interface. I didn't have one. I had like an IK Duo or what's it called? iRig. Sorry, the iRig Duo. That was okay. I mean, it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
That just blows my mind.
That's cool, man. I didn't know. I didn't know anything like that even existed.
How much was it? R2?
I think they go for $399.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but I had
an IO just by itself costs that much.
Yeah, so it's $400, but with all the plug-in software that comes with it, it came with a DAW, just all these extras itself was just worth the price, and it's just wow. Yeah, $40 off a Guitar Center when I bought it.
Wow, that'd be cool for recording too, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I did the EJ challenge, the solos
on that. Sweet.
Yeah.
We got a few more people joined in. Crail Bar's with us now. Dwight Bailey, what's going on, Dwight? Saw your video out there today. Dwight's got a new video out. Bruce, hey, how's it going, Bruce? Hope you recovered okay. Talked to Bruce. I think Bruce is okay. I talked to
Brother Bruce.
Looks so much different with his beard shaved off, man. I'm like, whoa, what just happened?
Who's the guy with the hair?
Terry Himes. Hey, Terry. Weedy Guitar Studio. What's up, man? Appreciate you jumping in. Mitch Heyman. Hey, Witch. What's going on, buddy?
Mitch.
Did you call him Witch?
Winch Heyman.
Mitch Heyman.
Quentin James says that T is lurking because he's watching Star Trek.
Hey, priorities, man.
Is Captain Kirk getting lucky already?
Yeah.
He always gets lucky.
Yeah, he
likes those green alien chicks.
Like the green women.
Yeah, the green women. Yeah. In the very skimpy leopard bikinis.
Yeah.
Turns out they have leopard skin bikinis on other planets. Who knew?
Yeah. Strategically placed.
Yeah, loincloth.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin says this one's a rerun. He's already seen it.
Oh, really? I hate when that happens.
Hey, Brad. Last night it was funny. Bruce is Mr. BHB Jr. Do you remember somebody tagged him as last night? Bong hit Bruce.
Oh, that's right. We're talking
Poor
about that. We're talking about how I met Bruce
Yeah,
many
somebody
years
said.
ago.
Yeah. Tell us the story about that.
Yeah, I mean, Bruce was originally talking about how he started on YouTube, watching certain individuals' feeds and so forth, and then we're talking about Johnny Bean, and he was watching Johnny Bean. We'll call it lurking without an account. I was doing the same thing,
Right.
and he created an account. I created an account because you kind of realize that to interact with these individuals, you have to basically talk to them that way and create an account. Anyways, I saw his initials, and the first thing I thought of when Mr. Bong Hit Jr. Bong Hit
Mr. Bong hit.
Bong Hit Bruce Jr. BHB Jr.
Man, that's funny.
Anyways, yeah.
That's funny. Brad Miller's in the house. What's going on?
Brad, Dwight Bailey, Six String Brian,
Dwight Bailey says, "May you
What's up,
live
Brian?
long and prosper."
Jimmy Hyder, Stafford. Hey, man.
Can you do that? Can Canadians do that? There you go. Hack's a Trekkie.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Oh, there you go. Now you're getting all fancy on us. You're doing like shadow puppets. Oh my goodness. So Hack, you had to stand in line today. What was that all about? You had to go out and stand in some line?
Yeah, so the Shoppers Drug Mart, well, our drugstore here, now they only allow one person at a time in the store. So
Holy crap.
What?
In the entire store.
Are you
Well,
serious?
there were, when I finally got in, there was, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 people in there. So they're
But you're
controlled.
letting them in one at a time, huh?
Yeah, one in, one out.
I got you. So they're like keeping their like the fire marshal's got a cap on the number of people
So-
that can be in the
I
building.
had to go to the liquor store today too, and I'm like, they better not be doing this at the goddamn liquor store. But thank God, liquor store was like,
Oh yeah, lined up out the door. Crowbar's like he's
Oh, it's fine.
got the thing. That's what I said too. Crowbar's like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be social distancing, and then they get you all like
we stayed.
crowded up by the door.
We stayed up
I don't know if you guys saw there was a McDonald's, forgot where it was, where they actually put squares on the floor so you know where to stand when you're in line to order and distance yourself from the next
Oh my
individual.
God, people can't realize what 6 feet is.
And they had to tell you where to stand.
X, stand here and wait your turn.
Bruce is
Sneezing.
asking what I got at the liquor store. My two favorites, Scotch and bourbon.
There you go.
I'm
Yeah, I
loaded.
went to the liquor store yesterday and almost all of the bourbon was gone.
Scary.
So
Yeah.
I got 2 big bottles because I'm thinking it could be a while before they get resupplied.
Yeah,
This
you
is,
never know, man.
yeah.
If you can get something now, get it now.
Get it.
Put it off because you never.
Yeah, I need a bag of sugar and TP. If I could find sugar and TP, I'd be set.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
I got filet mignon steaks, but I couldn't get any sugar. I mean, we got fresh eggs. We had fresh eggs. We had fresh meat. We had fresh milk.
Can you drink?
We had fresh bread.
Can you drink it
Everything's all
coffee
good.
black? Can you drink it
I
black
have-
with sugar, or do you put cream in it? Or
I put both in it.
Okay.
I put cream and sugar both.
gotcha.
So yeah,
It's weird how,
that's
like-
going to be a problem if I run out of sugar. That's going to be a
Weird is
problem.
depending on where you are. There's certain things you can get, and certain, or even days of the week. There's
Right.
stuff that's like when I went a week ago, like there were no eggs or milk to be found,
Right.
and then I went like 4 days later, all kinds of milk and eggs,
Yeah.
and other stuff is missing. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my wife just came home. She told me all I could find was skim milk, and I'm like, well,
Ooh. Well, I mean, in a pinch, I could use it in my coffee.
right. I know, but yeah, no. But I mean, she obtained creamer, so I was happy. She got
Yeah, creamer's
the
Yeah.
creamer that we like. So awesome, we're set.
Well, so you're good. You're good there. You're good there. Yeah, because I'm ashamed to say I drink instant coffee a lot. My instant coffee was out, but we have one of those Keurigs, and at least they had my flavor in the Keurig. So
Yeah, get one of
I
those.
like, I did like the whole toilet paper hoard thing and went out with all like the Maxwell's Keurig coffee. I was like, one thing I'm not going to be out of is coffee. God damn it!
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you got a new toy to keep you busy too, didn't you?
What's that?
I said you got a new toy to keep you busy too.
Yeah, I got two new toys, man. I haven't been able to put this thing down. And let me tell you something. Here's what shocks me. This thing stays in tune like
gorgeous.
the gods made it. I put new strings on it. I've tuned it once, and I swear to God, I haven't even touched the G string since then.
Really?
It's like phenomenal. I can't believe how great this thing stays in tune. I just every time I pick it up, I'm like, well, it'll be out a little bit. Nope. It's still
Intonation.
locked in.
Intonation.
I think the nuts just cut really well. I think they just did a really good job when they cut the nut.
But how's
Cut
the
the nut.
intonation?
It's fine.
Yeah,
I never didn't have to. When I changed strings, I didn't have to touch it. You know.
If you play
So-
a chord like up at the 15th fret, it still rings.
Still sounds good. Yeah, it still sounds good. So I might at some point maybe upgrade that wraparound bridge to
that's
one that
what
has saddles on it. You know.
I'm asking
but
for the wraparound bridge. Because that's always my fear with wraparound bridge.
right. No, it's got the it's got the little, I don't know what you call them. I
The
don't know
little
if you call
saddles
it.
you can move.
Yeah, but they're not even really saddles. They're just ridges. There's no groove or anything in them for the string to sit. They just rest over the top of it.
There's no adjustment on those.
No, they don't move. The way you adjust it is you move the set screw in or out, which
Oh,
just
wow.
lengthens or shortens either
Yeah.
end of the scale, right?
I got you.
But it came with tens and it was intonated, and I put I usually put nines. I have nines on everything, so I put my nines on, and I didn't have to mess with it. But they make aftermarket several different
Oh, yeah.
nice brands of them that have adjustable saddles on them. I did learn a trick though, because obviously to restring the guitar, the strings come in from the backside here, right? And there's not a lot of room in there, so obviously you just take the bridge off and you put all your strings in first.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they're all dangling, right? Put you a cloth or something here, and they're all dangling off, and then you just wrap them over and go. So it's
Right.
fairly easy.
That's
There's
a
one
terrible-
company that has a magnet one. I can't remember which one it is.
Oh,
One
so-
of the aftermarket bridges. It's Graph Tech, I think.
Graph
And so
Tech.
it has so when you click it on there, it goes click, and the magnet holds it on, so it doesn't slide off and scar your guitar. Which is who I think Quentin said he got his my guitar given to him today on YouTube. And if it's the one I'm thinking, it's the same one I was watching. He did a live stream the other day. Scar My Guitar guys did, and he was building it. I think it's the same one that they gave to Quentin. So congratulations, Quentin. That's cool, man.
Congrats, man. Yeah, for sure.
Totally cool. Yes, he said, yes, I did. And I think our girl, Kaylin, got some parts from Scar My Guitar, too, that she's going to do a build on. So those guys are taking care of our buddies.
Yeah. Well, he was on Phil McKnight's show, and he was asking. He sent me a mag. Goes, who do you? He says, who deserves a free guitar? He asked me.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and I said, just for the hell of it, I said, Quentin.
Well, that's who he picked. So it's a
Nice.
And
Quentin.
then-
Is it that black one that I saw that he was working on the other day on his live stream? You can acknowledge in the chat.
So he asked for Quentin. I said Quentin, and then the next thing he types in is, where's Quentin live? And no answer from Quentin. I message Quentin, will you get on Phil McKnight and tell this guy where you live? And he ended up getting it. So
That's awesome.
that's good. Good on you, man.
That's awesome.
Man, that's going to make two now. Quentin's got the Gomer caster, and now he's going to have the Scar caster.
Yeah, now he's gonna have a garage sale on guitars. Got too many now.
I think he's still trying to sell his rack unit.
Oh,
I think he marked it down on Facebook Marketplace, but I don't need it because I already got the Helix.
Well, Todd Flowers is here. Hey, Todd.
hey,
Todd.
man.
Jeff says that Metalhead Hippie also got a guitar from Scar My Guitar.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And Todd Flowers has got a neck coming.
There you go.
Wow.
Sweet.
Wow, man.
Sweet action.
Sweet action. Look
Yeah.
at the, show us that one, R2. What is that top on that thing?
You see
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
looking nice on the light.
I'm saying it is, man.
Well, remember I pulled the Jackson yesterday, the V, the Rhodes.
Right.
And today I remembered why I didn't play it for a while. I put the guitar away, played my other guitars, and when I pulled it out last night, I said I'm going to play it today, and I plugged it in, and I forgot that the volume knob doesn't work. When you just barely hit it with your finger and touch it, it just cuts out. It just makes a staticky noise. You can find the right sweet spot, and you get it, and you play it, but the minute you touch it, it goes out. So anyways, I started pulling out. I go, the Jackson, I need to replace the volume knob. And then all of a sudden, I had this in the gig bag. This is the neck on this thing is an '89 Fender Stratocaster made in Japan. It has
Nice.
Nice.
no strings on it now. Never had any neck sprouts. This rosewood is just phenomenal. Here's the
Really dark piece of rosewood, but I can see all the nice grain in it.
This is
all the figuring.
'89 rosewood. This body is a Warmoth body.
Man,
That's
that's
nice.
a nice top, man. Looks like Pacific Ocean blue, man.
Perfectly
Makes-
matched too, eh? Look at the book match on that.
Look at that.
Perfect.
And when you said Graphtec, I remember putting Graphtec saddles on this. This
Oh,
is
right,
a,
right.
it's not a tremolo. It's string through. Back
Hardtail string through.
Right.
through. And the pick guard, I remember I bought it from Warmoth. And I have two pick guards where I switch off. Where these are EMG active pickups.
Mhm.
81 update and an S, and I have one that's humbucker, single humbucker. So
I
can
couldn't
switch
help but notice your small, almost like pedal knob,
Yeah.
volume knob there. What's the story behind that?
This is
both of them.
This is from an MXR pedal right here, the tone knob. And
Okay.
this volume knob right here is from an 88 preamp.
Okay.
One of the volume knobs from an 88 preamp. If ever.
Was that just to make them smaller to get them out of your way?
Well, it's just I like it because you have the grip on it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's got this rubber coating on it.
Because we all know that the Fender volume knob's in the wrong place and they're too lazy to fix it.
This guitar never bothered me, man. This is like the perfect. When I used to play out, and I would just jam, and that was like my noise gate pedal, my noise reduction pedal. If you want,
Gotcha.
it was an easy.
Well, those EMGs ought to be pretty quiet anyway, right?
Oh, this
So
yeah,
it's at 81 in the bridge.
81, the bridge, an SA single coil, and an S single coil. The neck.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I was going to buy another neck for this thing, but I'll just restring this. I have to fix the nut. The frets are.
Yeah, I saw it. Looked like your nut was gouged out there pretty bad. What happened there? Broke?
I put a little bit of glue on it a long time ago. It started to crack. It never cracked. And I forgot what happened here. It's like marker there. I remember I had like a
it's
Sharpie,
marker.
and I had like a ink on my fingers, and I was doing something, and it never came off. It just looks dirty.
What's up, BB Maid? BB Maid's going to be our guest on the Live Wires next Wednesday, by the way.
Nice.
Greg.
Oh, cool. Nice.
But there's the top, man. This thing's yeah, it's mahogany and the maple top, obviously the flame.
That looks thicker than a regular Strat, though. Was it just me?
Does it?
Yeah.
It does look kind of chunky, doesn't it?
It's thicker than a regular Strat.
Is it maybe because of the way I
It
had
does
them?
round it off nice, isn't it?
It's just the way they asked me
Put
if
the
I
cap.
wanted like a binding, and I just said I want solid black in the back, and then just.
Or maybe
It's
not.
like wrap around.
No,
It's
maybe
cool.
not.
I think that
That's
it's
cool.
the illusion of the black.
Might be.
Yeah. No, I just grabbed mine. Yeah, maybe
So
not.
that's today's show and tell, folks.
There you go.
Sweet. We will take that. We'll take that show and tell. What do you got to show and tell, Hack? You any show and tell goodies?
Well, the only thing I got is my latest toy.
Yeah, let's see that. Okay.
There you go.
Just
That's that's the perfect little size.
how small this is.
You could stick it in a backpack or a little case, and then take it as your backup to your pedal board, even if you needed to, for in case of an emergency deal, right?
Yeah, well, I've already programmed every sound that I need to do a full hit disturber show. It's already in here.
Cool.
And I did it. I think I used up, like, you can, these buttons all here, these ones, they can all be different effects. So what you do is you program a snapshot, right? So you get whatever effects you want assigned to each of these buttons, and then you can turn them off and on as you want. And you can have each window is like like basically a snapshot or a set of effects.
Right.
So you can have 4 completely, just by hitting the banks and switching, you can have 4 complete arrangements of sounds every single time. So
Yes.
I used up like 6 spots basically for all the sounds that I need. And it's seriously like I learned how to use this in like an hour. It was
Yes.
just using the unit. I didn't even look at the software. And then it's like, because the software kind of scared me a little bit. And then when I did use the software, I'm like, oh man.
See, it's even easier, right? With the HX Edit is like, oh, dude, I gotta just do everything with my mouse. Yeah.
What's cool about it is like, when you're like, because I'm a torch sniffer for tone. I'm like just tweaking every little variable, like jacking up the tone, the EQ and this and that. And as you're doing it on the computer, and then you're playing the guitar and listening. Oh no, a little more, a little less, a little more, a little less. Right? You can have this on the floor while you're doing that. It's just really cool, man.
Yeah, they're super easy. I mean, I had a little bit of a learning curve with my Helix, LT unit.
That's more complicated, I think.
Yeah, but it's really not. And the HX Edit, the same software you're using for that is the same software I'm using. And I just have probably more rabbit holes to go down than you have, which you don't need.
You got the IRs and
yeah, the IRs. The IRs are cool, but you can get a lot of cool sounds without the IRs. The IRs are fun because if you're trying to get a specific like artist tone or something like that, a lot of times you stick one of those IRs in there, and you can achieve that with just one thing in the chain, right? So that's nice. But
Brad says I'm hooked. Yeah, I'm tomorrow. I'm gonna go to my brother's place tomorrow morning, and we're gonna keep doing some more recording. And he said, bring your. He wants to play with it now.
Bring the toy.
Yeah, because he's another heavy pedal guy, and
so you don't. It does not have a built-in expression pedal like the Helix does, but you're running a wah pedal,
right?
I'm
gonna go into a wah first, and then into that.
Right, and then in your chain, the wah comes first, like where you'd want it, or at the end, you can put it where you want.
Your wah would come first in a pedal board as well, so it doesn't matter, right?
That's exactly where you would put it.
And wah, right? Mm-hmm. So it makes yeah. No, that's
Own
cool.
hammer IRs are awesome. Yeah, there's several guys out there making really nice patches. I won't pay for them now though, because the thing is if once you sort of figure out how the whole thing works, you don't really have to. You can build your own, And there's so much stuff on there. I'm probably going to use maybe 10% of it. I mean, I already have my favorite amps and my favorite cabs, and my favorite pedals, and my favorite delay, and I have a favorite reverb, and that a lot of the other stuff that's in there you'll never use it, or occasionally. I mean, occasionally you might need a phaser, or you might want a vibe, a univibe, or something like that, right? But you don't have to use them all the other time. I did, BB. It rolled into my it rolled into my daughter's room somehow. I have no idea. My wife found it in there underneath her dressing table. I'm like, how the hell did it get all the way in there? It's like 12 feet from where I was at. That's what happened. It bounced.
That's why I was saying what's cool about it is like when you set up those 6 buttons for 6 pedals, you know, you can turn things on and off. It's not like you're stuck with all these effects at once. You can hit a lead boost. You can turn a delay on or off. You can hit a reverb. It's like having a pedal board. It's like every setting is a different. Every snapshot is a different pedal board if you want it. You know, and we were talking in the green room before we started. I was telling you about on the Line 6 website how they have like custom patches already people put together, you know, to match this.
I have some of those in my Helix, yeah, you know, and they're broken down by product, right?
Yeah,
so they're broken down. Yeah,
hit the HX Effects tab, and there was a bunch, and I picked out a few, and some of them I liked, some of them not so much. But you know, what's cool about it is if you do find one you like, you can open it up and you can see on the HX edits or even on the pedal, you can see how they got that sound, what pedals they used, what settings they used. And
plus you can tweak it and make it your own.
Exactly. So if you like that drive sound, for example, that drive works really well. And then you can, you know what I mean?
If you don't want the other stuff that they've got in there and you don't want it cluttering and you're not going to use it, just delete it, take it out of the chain and hit save. And now it's gone.
Because some of those,
how you're running that? Are you running it through your effects loop or both, like front end and effects loop?
You can do the 4 cable method with this. This even has its own effects loops in it, which is weird. But no, I just
so you can plug in your favorite
if you want. Yeah, I could put my own. If I have like a chorus I really like, I can put it in the effects loop of this as well.
Nice.
But the way I do it, I do it like the Neanderthal way, man. Just right in, straight to the amp. One cable in, one cable out. That's it.
Nice.
You know, the less cable, better. But yeah,
exactly.
It's cool. Very cool.
I gotta say hi to our buddy Zach Thong. Zach's joined the show now. We got 31 people watching here.
What's going on, dude? Zach.
Nice.
Pretty good number for my little old channel. Jay Steen, what's up? Says Hack. I had a level 1 fret, 11th fret on my Epiphone Les Paul Special. Other than that, it's awesome. Oh, he had the level 1 fret. Took me a second to get the gist of what he was saying there. He had to level off a fret. The 11th fret.
Jay Steen was keeping me in the loop. He ordered an Epiphone Les Paul Special, and
I've seen the pictures.
Okay, I think he got it Friday. I think
he picked it up in his big rig, and I said, "Man, your guitar's the same color as your card." He goes, "Well, that's my 18-wheeler." I was like, "Okay, I can only see out the front windshield." I didn't realize.
Yeah.
It's like, man, are you blind? This is a big truck. That's truck. Yeah. It's like, man, your guitar matches your car, dude.
I tell you, I played a couple of them, and in Canada, they're, what are they? $560, I think,
for the Epi.
For Les Paul Special.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I beat it with the Gibson. Yeah, the Gibson sounded better, but you know what? Swap the pickups. You get the same.
Swap the pickups.
That's it. Yeah, but they're good, man. They're both the ones I played were good.
Yeah, you could even go with your Sheptone buddy, or
that's
right
guitar.
Or what's the other high-end P90s? Lawler, yeah, get some Lawlers in that thing.
Really? Nice.
You know, look at this. Hang on.
You know what we're talking about, right, R2? The new Epiphone Les Paul Special with the P90s and the TV yellow. I think there's a couple other colors, too.
You know, the cheapest PRS they make, right here. PRS SC24. Put in new pickups. This thing is beautiful now. Absolutely beautiful. Plays great. Sounds great.
It's a lot of guitar for the money in it, with the binding and the whole spiel, man.
Too.
Oh yeah, it's got binding.
Yeah,
binding, birds.
Here, let me see if I can improve
nice trim
a little bit. Let me see if I can.
Hack's still suffering from some camera issues, so that's why he's a little blurry. He's got to go to 360 mode.
Yeah, let's try it. Yeah. I'm gonna go here a little bit, but it'll look better at least.
You'll be able to show it.
So I got binding on the body. lining on the neck. I've even got birds. You know,
Nice.
Yep.
Look, for in Canadian, this is 600 and shit. What is it? 650, I think.
Probably about right.
You know.
They're probably about $5.99 down here. They're not much cheaper than that down here.
Switch on this though. The switch on the original switch was cheap. That's the PRS switch that's in there now. You can hear it.
You put the PRS American switch in instead of the
I put
after
in
the
switch, and I saw
good.
these are Glenn's pickups, Guitar Bazaar.
Yeah.
These are his PNAFs. The thing sounds amazing, man.
The zebras look great in that guitar too, man. They match it perfect.
Yeah, well, it had zebras originally, but it had the
Yeah.
8515S. It had the offshore.
Yeah.
Yeah, those. I'm sorry, those pickups.
I had those in a couple of. I started with SEs too. That was some of the first guitars that I got because they're a good student beginner, type guitar, right? I had one of them. In fact, I wish I would have kept because it was bloody freaking gorgeous and it played great and it had been modified. The guy had put James Hetfield EMG pickups in it,
Really?
and then he had put the core. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. I'll show you, man. This is about really one of the only guitars that I've let go that I kind of wish I hadn't let go because it was fine, and it played great. I'll find a good picture of it here. Yeah, here it is. Get the split up so you can see it a little better.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at J Steen. Yeah, the P90s are going to be a little noisy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you may want to use a noise gate with that.
You guys see that?
Put
Seeing
some
that?
on it.
Oh, those
That's
look like the.
Those are the Hetfield
Yeah, I was
set,
just gonna say
what they
that.
call the Het set.
I have a set of Hetfields. I don't have them in any guitar, but yeah.
This was a one-off, one-year color too. Now I can't remember the name of it.
That's a really nice color.
Sapphire. It was called Sapphire Blue.
You can see the wood. See, that's just a flat. Like, okay, so
It's
there's
just
no
a veneer. This is an
cap on-
SE, just like yours. Oh
Yeah,
shoot!
there's no maple cap on that. So what you're looking at is the flame of the mahogany, because that's all it is mahogany slab.
Right.
If you want the cap, then you got to get the SE custom and pay like an extra in Canada.
Well, no, Hack. That was a lot older guitar. This is a lot older guitar. This is when they were made in the Korean factory. This one has a veneer, so it's a mahogany body with a veneer.
That's a maple top veneer.
Yeah, it's a maple top veneer on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Which the SEs were back then. The only thing that's not
Yeah, I see
stock on here is the guy that I bought it from. He swapped out the
pickups.
and he put the core clear knobs on there just
Right.
because they kind of match the. I got some pictures. He did a super nice job. Let's see if I can. I don't know if it'll. I got a close-up picture.
On that looks sharp. There's your battery.
Yeah, look how he did that battery box, man. The guy did a super sweet job when he put the battery box in.
Nice.
It fit perfect. So I wish I would have kept that one because it played really good. And that hat set, those are about the only MGs that I've ever tried that I really like, man. They're pretty crunchy. They got their built-in gain.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, there's Sean. How you doing, Sean? Thanks for joining in. Hope everybody's safe tonight. We're just shooting the breeze tonight, gang. No particular agenda, just hanging out. I think our buddy Dave will be here later. It's a little bit blurry at his house. He said he'd try to join us later, so
Yeah,
hopefully he will. He messaged you a little bit earlier.
Yeah, he's coming in soon.
Cool. Sounds good. Well, I know him and his lady had some things going on today, so and it's a little bit earlier to his house. We're kind of meets him right in the middle of dinner time or something tonight.
4 hours earlier,
Yeah.
right?
It's 3 now. He's 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we went live, it was just 7:00 in Arizona. They don't change their time in Arizona. It's one of the last couple of states that don't go on the daylight savings time.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. In Indiana was one of the states that didn't used to do it, but they finally changed because Chicago's on Central Time already, and then New York's on Eastern time. So if you're going to be on a different time than everybody else, it makes doing business a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else is open at 8 and you're not open yet. And it just, so they finally changed the law and made everybody, get used to just changing their clocks.
I was asking earlier about what's guitar shops are still open, and somebody was telling me in New York State all the guitar centers are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they closed in Chicago too?
Yeah, they're closed. I received an email explaining what they were doing. I mean, I won't go into the full details, but I did read a paragraph where it said that they gave the option to the employees to either come in or not, excuse me, or not. If they don't feel comfortable coming in, then they don't have to come in. So I think they just basically went.
I heard the guitar centers around here were still letting people in there, but the employees were all wearing gloves, and they were asking you to use some hand sanitizer they had by the front door as you came in.
Yeah, no.
So,
I mean, our state just completely shut down all that stuff, man.
Right. The Guitar Center where I live anyway, they're always kind of fingerprinted up and greasy anyway. So that's the last place I want to go be picking up guitars right now. You start thinking about all the germs that are probably on there on any given day, let alone right now, right?
I started thinking about what would have happened if Winter NAMM was going on right now.
Oh man, this kind of makes Namthrax look
right.
Like a lot of people that we know could have got sick. A lot of people.
That's what I started thinking. I went, wow, if just a couple months. Not that I'm wishing that. I'm just saying. I was just thinking about that. If NAMM was going on right now, I think it would just be shut down.
I was going to mention we have a really good store here, Cosmo. That's Brian. Brian works there most of the time.
Is that where he buys out? That's where they know him by name. When he walks in, it's like Norm at Cheers. They're like, Brian!
Yeah.
Hey, we got this new R9 in, dude. We've been holding it back for you.
That's me in my Guitar Center here in Arlington Heights. That used to be me. I used to walk in.
Know your name?
Over here, bro. It's like
we got
the secret access to it. It was cool, man. It was awesome.
Yeah. I'll walk in there and I'll hear some loud guitar, and it's like, oh, it's just Brian is in the room.
Yeah. So, but that's your high-end nice shop in Toronto, right? Cosmo. That's your biggie.
It's the best guitar store we have in Toronto.
But they're not closed permanently. They're just closed for lockdown, right?
The thing is, they were they closed before. Like we have another store, which is like Guitar Center, Slime McQuaid. They closed before them, but the reason they did it is because they've got a really healthy online business, so they could afford to close quicker. Lon McQuaid stayed open longer, but now, as far as I know, Lon McQuaid, they're kind of
doing the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, Hugh Caldwell, how are you, man?
What's up, Hugh?
Yeah, Dale says in New York State, everything at midnight, unless it's already been deemed essential. And restaurants can still offer carry-out food. They can't have any customers on the inside, right? Restaurants, places like that are really going to suffer because you don't sell no food. You don't sell anything for 2-3 weeks, man. It's going to be hard to make the rent, the lease, right? So I'm hoping this bailout thing happens just to keep. I hate to see people lose their businesses when they have no control over this whatsoever.
Yeah, we have a lot of, here in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area, we have a lot of mom and pop shops as far as restaurants and small diners. They're phenomenal food. Just, 2 minutes from here, my daughter wanted to order out, but I'm like, it's closed. You're not going to get anything. So I would hate to see them close permanently. It's a shame.
That's cool. I like Texas Roadhouse. That's one of my favorite places to go eat, although it's a little bit loud in there. But they have really good steaks for the money, so that's cool. They're taking care of the truckers because without the truckers, none of us are getting any toilet paper or milk or anything else, right?
So you guys in the U.S. are getting, money given to you. We're not getting squat.
Well, not yet. It's the Congress and the president are working on a deal because they want to try to give people that are like hourly employees that aren't going to be able to work for 3 or 4 months. They're not going to get a check. So in lieu of them going on unemployment because they're not technically unemployed, they still have a job, they just can't go to it.
Can't go to it. Yeah.
They're gonna try to get them some money, but it's not like free money, people. Let's face it. That money has to come from somewhere. We're all gonna pay for it through
Right.
our, what we pay in taxes. But you got to do what you got to do. We can't let people not have grocery money.
Right.
The only thing they're doing for us here is they're fast tracking employment insurance because, like this week, both my son and my wife got laid off.
Right, and you guys call it insurance. We just call it unemployment here. It's just everybody just
Same
known as
thing. So
unemployment.
they fast track it because usually it's like a 6 to 8 week waiting period. So they're fast tracking that.
They're doing the same thing
But
up here for
apart from
people.
that, like that's it, right? So
They're also have suspended like your mortgage payment. Like if you can't make your mortgage payment because of all this, bank's not going to be allowed to come take your house and do any of that stuff.
I don't
So
know. This year, probably not.
Well, I mean, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you got a mortgage payment due, and you didn't get paid for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You probably are deciding, do I get food or I pay my mortgage and then have no food for the next month?
The reasoning behind it. I just saying I don't know if that's in place here. Like there's
Oh,
not
and where you're at, yeah.
Yeah, you're at. Yeah.
a hell of a lot of information as far as what they're doing. They keep talking about a big announcement and a big stimulus, but I haven't heard. I don't know. Brian's in here. He's another Canadian. Maybe he's got more information than I do. But I'm not hearing squat.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows where the bottom is yet, so that's the problem. We're all in the same up in the air boat, and even the experts can't predict where the bottom's going to be and how long we're going to be stuck here. Ohio's technically on a 15-day, so we've got 9 days or so to go on our 15-day. My kids don't go back to school for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't go back to school for back to work for another 2 weeks. So she's working from home for 3 weeks. So hopefully by then the spread will have peaked and be on the downhill slope, but we may have to stay at home another 2 or 3 weeks because we don't want it to go back up again. Right? Fortunately, it's highly contagious. That seems to be the problem, right? Yeah.
It's been taking this long for people to realize. The whole week when I was going to work, things were changing on a day-to-day basis.
Minute to minute.
Nobody knows how to treat this. We've never had anything like this ever.
This
I'm
is
right there with you, Mitch. I'm getting hammered too, but my guy's
That's
taking
too, Mitch.
Yeah.
The 401k. I was told by my tax advisor accountant that if we need to pull out the 401k, if it comes down to that, there's no penalty or tax on it. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and then refinancing here. I don't know about you guys up there in Canada.
Well, the interest rate down here just dropped to like nothing. So our interest rate is controlled by what they call the Fed and the Federal Reserve Bank, and so it's like 0.25%. Something ridiculous.
It's at 0.3 or something like that, or 0.25.
Yeah, I just did a refi on my 15-year-old loan on my house, and I'm thinking about doing it again. What the hell? I mean, it's free money at this point.
Yeah.
You have to pay the stupid closing costs, and you have to pay the dude to come out and appraise your house again, right, and do all that. But in the long run of how much you'll save on the years of paying your mortgage, you'll save thousands of dollars, and makes that upfront cost not seem too hurtful.
Yeah, and then there's all this gloom and doom. People saying that there's going to be a second wave and all of this kind of thing.
There could be, just because in the winter times when the flu and cold season is, right? But I think we're all going to learn a lesson about not sneezing on each other and keeping our distance and washing our hands. I don't think this is going to be something we're going to forget right away. Do you?
Hell the hell not. This is a 100 years thing that's happening right now, man.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's like
my poor kid. He was in a crib when 9/11 happened, and he's 19 years old this weekend. He's 19 on quarantine, man.
You know how I will never forget about 9/11? Here's why I'll never forget 9/11, because it's on 9/11 that I found out. And you want to hear a mind? 9/11, my wife comes to visit me at work and to tell me that I'm going to have a daughter. on
Oh,
that
really? On 9/11? Really?
on that
That's
day.
crazy.
The world is ending as far as I know.
And
There's
but
all
you got a great news at the
stuff.
same time.
And she was working in downtown Toronto, and they let everybody from downtown, they let them go home early because they didn't know where the next plane was going to come in.
Yeah, nobody did.
And she's calling me. She says, I'm going to come up and see you at work, right? Because I didn't work in downtown. I was a little outside of that. And then she came to see me, to tell me that, so like she's telling me I'm going to be a father again. And I, you know what? It was such a surreal day that it never even sunk in. I'm like,
I was living in Dallas. I was working in a big high-rise building, and I was actually on the internet. I had the internet pulled up, and I had like MSNBC's web page or something like that pulled up. They were one of the few news organizations that had a live, real-time like news thing on their website, right? And then I remember like a plane flew into the World Trade Center, and they were like, I was like, how dumb do you got to be that you can't see the goddamn skyscraper? Right? And at first they were talking about it was like a little like Cessna, like a little plane. They didn't first say that it was like a jetliner, right? And I'm like, what kind of freaking moron? Can't see the skyscraper. And then,
where I was when that happened, man?
Then the second one hit, and then you're like, uh-oh.
I was at
we're getting
Guitar
attacked.
Center. I was at Guitar Center. Guitar Center had the TV screens behind the accessories counter on, and I was shopping and I was buying something, waiting in line to go up to the counter, and I look up the monitor, and that's when I saw it.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, man. Like, where were you when this happened? At Guitar Center. No joke.
That's crazy. That's
what I
crazy.
remember is where I was, like, everybody stopped working. It's like we were all in a zombie state, and all I could hear overhead was planes.
Land. Oh yeah, because you live by the airport.
Right.
That's
all
right.
These planes just like circling, and then finding out that all these planes are being redirected to Toronto and every different areas.
Yeah.
And they were afraid to have any of them, and then they didn't know what planes were safe and what planes weren't safe. And shit, man.
I live literally 7 minutes from O'Hare Airport.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
they were dumping them there too. There's a cool story about Nova Scotia. A lot of airplanes had to land in Nova Scotia. Americans had to land in Nova Scotia, and of course, it's not like there's not lots of hotels and stuff there. Oh. And the people that lived there like took them in their homes, and they set up their churches and turned them into like refugee camps for all the Americans and the other travelers that were stuck in Nova Scotia. And those people are now lifelong friends. They go back to Nova Scotia to visit the people that they stayed in their house with when they were stuck there.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but they made a Broadway musical out of that, and it's called Home From Away or something like that.
Something like that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a Broadway musical based on that story.
I just thought that town there where the airport was at, they're just like, well, we can't just leave those people over to the airport to their own devices. We got to help these people out. The whole little town mobilized, man, to take care of business. So that was cool. I want to go to Nova Scotia, New Scotland, right? Go see Oak Island. You guys watch Oak Island?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hack, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's a little island off the coast of Nova Scotia called Oak Island. There's a TV show about it because for a couple hundred years, people believe there's been treasure buried deep down inside a money pit. And
there's like booby traps,
it's booby trap, and for several different people have tried. Even Dwight Roosevelt, FDR, when he was young, was out there trying to dig this treasure up. Right?
Really?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, yeah, several. But the guys that are doing now are guys that own a big like construction firm, and I think it's in Michigan or Wisconsin, somewhere like that. And they've been digging the thing up for a while. They haven't found any treasure, but they have found a lot of interesting old shit that has no reason to be there, that leads you to believe
something's there. That's what
something happened here. Something happened there. Yeah.
Hey, Layla's Guitar Daddy, how's it going? Jimmy Bider's here. Gabriel Tone Guitars. Got a few more people popped in.
Nice.
Yeah, the Lagina Brothers. Bent Post said in the chat, Lagina Brothers.
Yes, Lagina Brothers, yeah.
Right.
How many we have in the chat here?
I don't know.
It says we got 26 watching right now, so that's pretty good. We've been on about an hour.
Right on, man.
You guys want to see what I got on my Reverb watch list? I'm always watching stuff. Doesn't mean I'm going to buy it.
Watch out, everyone.
Watch out, everybody. See what's going on some
guess
Reverb.
Oh,
I need a Strat of some sort. Look at that Kiesel.
That's sharp.
come on.
Oh, look at that top, man.
That's got the raw tone finish on it, like the black one I had. It's just in seafoam green.
Is that a 7-string? Yeah.
No, yeah, it's a 7-string. But look how gorgeous the color is, man.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's a 7. But look at that color, though.
That's sharp.
Isn't that gorgeous?
You know what? I've played guitars that have that finish on it. It's a little rough, though, eh?
Not bad. The black, when I had my Kiesel, it had the same finish. It was just black, but it was the same raw tone finish. That's the finish you don't want to order if you want to send it back, because that's the one they don't take back if you order it, that raw tone. But this one's got the roasted maple neck, and they make the best bag on the planet. That bag
That's wild.
is incredible. They make you buy it. It's $70. You can get a case if you want, but the bag's worth the $70, definitely. I like that one.
If it wasn't a 7-string, yeah.
Right. Look at this thing. 1988 Charvel
Candy apple red.
in swinging condition.
Old school Lockingnut on there. Holy cow.
That's like the one I had that was the burgundy mist. Same guitar, but I didn't have it in the candy apple. Look at that thing.
That's nice.
You can't get parts for that bridge. That's the it's a Floyd licensed bridge, but it's a Jackson bridge. I want to say JT6, but that might be the pickup. I can't remember which. That's a Jackson pickup in this one too. Isn't that thing cherry?
That's
600. So he's like 680, but here's the catch. He's in freaking Australia.
That's why. What's the 200 shipping?
This thing won't last long though, because the candy apple red's the rarest. They have black, blue, burgundy mist, and then this candy apple, man. And you never see them like that. 1988 in that shape.
That's sweet.
That thing's swinging hot. They got this one too. This is a 86, but this one's in Ferrari red. It's got a different bridge. I think this one's had it. The guy, I think that's a Kaler. Somebody, they upgraded it, which was a common thing to do back then.
Yeah, I think the candy apple better now.
Yeah, this is Ferrari red.
Yeah, no.
And this one's doinked a little bit, and it's $750. So really, this one's in Russia. So if you figure in the other one's just as good a deal, even that's like $100 more, right? No, it's not too bad. Check this out.
That's the one I want to see.
I think I showed you this one. I think you didn't like that one.
You know what?
This is a V3. This is a 60 V3. So this is the
tell you what's
new.
wrong with it.
Sure, go for it.
That's a nice bag.
Yeah, the back. Okay, from this angle, actually, doesn't look so bad. It's the teardrop.
You don't like that? Not enough for you, or
I
too
think
much?
it's just a little bit. No, it doesn't open up soon enough.
Gotcha.
The angle going into the first pickup should be a little bigger, so you could see less darkness. I'm a total snob when it comes to that. Though.
I remember
That's a tobacco burst snob, man.
It has to be the perfect. Yeah, it's too dark. It's too dark.
This
dark in the
is
top.
called the washed bourbon burst, by the way.
Yeah,
Washed bourbon burst. 6,500 bones.
not a perfect teardrop.
So that's the brand new. That's the new ROV3 there. Here's the 2009 Pearly Gates. They're practically giving this one away. It's only $12,000. This is at Dave's house. By Dave's house.
Is there like closer up? Oh, that's bad too.
Well, this is the Billy Gibbons copy of his Les Paul called the Pearly Gates.
Okay.
That's a plain top by the looks of it.
Right. Well, it's not completely plain,
From those, I haven't seen any.
but it's an older. This is a
There is no
59. It's
flame
based
in
on his 59, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the Pearly Gates is a
Well,
59.
59 must be a plain top.
Yeah. BG 28 or 26.
Wow.
It's a nice shape.
Yeah.
Got the signed case. So if you want to sound like Billy,
That's all you need.
that's all you need right there. You sound just like Billy. Plays itself.
It's that easy.
There's a cool Kiesel. But I don't need that. If this was a HSS,
Reminds me of a BC Rich with the diamond inlay.
yeah, you can pick your different inlays when you order one. I like the diamond ones. It's got the matching maple headstock.
Pretty cool, actually.
Got some flamage in the
Yeah,
maple
that's-
neck.
Do it.
It's kind of a matte finish. Got to have to be ready for that to get shiny. I can tell you that's going to happen.
Oh, as soon as you start playing it,
And that if you like the little narrow grain flame, that one's matched up pretty nice too.
it is, yeah.
That's what they call the C6. So it's a neck through. $1,200. That's a swinging deal. This guy paid way more than that in 2016.
What's that gem you have there in your?
Yeah, in that gym. So I was thinking about doing this one on the show if it hangs around. Dave usually picks the Red Hots, but he's gonna have to miss a few weeks, right? Yeah, this is like some kind of limited edition, funky
What is that?
Steve Vai Moonscape gym. I don't even know.
Oh,
What the hell?
yeah.
Right?
It's all bumpy.
It's bumpy. That's what she said.
It's a bumpy guitar. What the hell?
It almost looks like metal to me. It looks like, Ben said it, melted metal.
That's
It looks like mercury
what would
or
be
something.
cool? That thing with camouflage.
Oh wow! Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You could dip it. You could take it. There's places that dip it and will dip whatever you want, like your gun or whatever, in Realtree camo. There's the licensed Floyd, old school one.
Edge Pro 2, I think.
Oh, that's gotta be ebony board. If not,
Yeah.
it's Rich Life.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Ebony. That's ebony.
Oh man, I think we might. Was that Dave chiming in? No, I thought I
Yeah.
heard a chime. I thought it was Dave.
That's
It wasn't Dave.
not Dave.
So yeah, this guy's not exactly giving it away, but he has marked it down $1,800 from where it was. 46% off.
Wow.
He's in Spain.
Uh,
All the cool guitars are.
Shipping will kill you.
All the good, shipping will kill you. Well, taxes too. Now you got to pay taxes on Reverb, so you got to pay your state taxes. This guy's a gym freak, apparently.
Wow.
Phil McKnight's got several gym guitars too. He
Paul
collects
Gilbert.
them.
I just saw Nice Man.
That one's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it's just different. It's not for me. I just thought it was different. Here's a couple good prices on some 60s.
All right, let's see these.
That's called the Dark Bourbon Burst.
Yeah, I like it.
This is a custom shop. Damn, you're pretentious, man.
Out.
Next.
Next.
Next. So that one's $4,600.
Yeah.
Though that's not bad for an RO, homie. That's pretty cheap for an RO. I didn't see what year. I say pretty cheap. Not really. 8.5 pounds. I don't think it says what year. Oh, this is Eddie's Guitars in Missouri. This guy's got all. We could spend all night looking at his
He's got a lot.
stuff. Oh my God, that shop's to die for. So here's a VOS Heritage Cherry.
No.
Nope. You're probably gonna hate mine then.
That's a perimeter burst, right?
Yeah, that's more of a perimeter burst, I would say.
I'm not a fan of perimeter.
Well, no, not really perimeter.
Look around the toggle switch. See?
Well, why you don't want it up there?
It's like it's more dark on the outside.
To me, perimeter burst fade ends closer to the binding here, not as quite as far out.
You want me to show you a proper one?
Sure, let's see a proper one.
Let me improve my camera. You're gonna get the flickering again, but
we're gonna see the proper. We're gonna see the proper Gibson.
This is the proper
top.
Burst. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Night, Bruce. Take it easy, buddy.
Night,
Have a good one. Thanks for jumping in, man. Appreciate you.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Really shows it well. Hang on. Let's see.
Now yours isn't real flamey there. You've got
It's
super. Is it?
I'll show you the angle of the flame. But you see this right here?
Yeah, you want it all the way up to the pickup.
Right. It's got to start opening up in this area. Right.
Otherwise, it's trash.
Otherwise, it's not right. And this fin here should be dark like that, and plus the fade to the outside. See how it's like a nice gradual flame?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now you're seeing, there you go,
Yeah, you got some movement. Yeah, you got some 3D in yours.
There you go. Kind of hard to see in the light here, but
I think mine's a little bit darker red than yours. Yours is a little bit more faded, which is cool.
That's a proper one.
Yeah, this is Relic. Is that Relic?
That's Relic. That's why I got Relic. Because it's pretty.
Cole's pretty. Now, I'll show you what it's really supposed to look like. I don't want to bang this one on the desk.
You don't want that, turn that one into a Relic.
No. Now, see, mine's up
That
against the pickup.
That's done right. Yeah.
Now, Dave's not going to like my top because my top is not perfectly matched.
No, it's offset, but that's okay.
But I actually like this little flame thing here that's different, right? That's my beauty mark. Plus, I like that mine also has a lot of north-south.
All right.
See, I got a lot of north-south and east and west.
Now, look at your pickup rings. Look at the top. Look at the neck pickup ring. Okay? The pickup ring at the top. You notice that the transition starts at either edge of the pickup ring, bottom edge of the pickup ring.
Yeah, it comes right off right there is what you're talking about.
That's where it's supposed to be.
Right. Yeah. Dude, when I saw this guitar, this was a 2016, and it was at Wildwood Guitars, but they had sold it to a guy, and then he brought it back in and traded it in on something else. So it was used, and this was like in late 2017. No, this has been 2018, so I've had it a couple of years. But this was my first Les Paul. When I saw that top,
oh yeah,
I was like, because it's in mint, it's literally in mint condition, and I've kept it nice. I don't, it's not.
Did it come with the poker chip?
It has the poker chip in the case, but it didn't have it on it, and it's never had the pick guard on it either.
Nice.
I'm okay without the pick guard, but I really like the poker chip.
On some of them, I like the pick guard.
Good.
I don't want the hole. So thankfully, they didn't. I wish they'd give you the option when they sell you one. Send you the pick guard and the screw, and if you want to put the thing on there, put it on there. Because once they've drilled a hole in the top and the side of the guitar, I see the hole, right? If I want to take the top off.
I think since 2014 or 2015, I think, since then, they've given you the pick guard and the screw, and they haven't put it on.
Yeah, but I like how my back is a little bit darker than some I've seen. And it's obviously two pieces of wood, but you can see it's got some nice, different kind of.
No, that looks brand new, man.
Yeah, I take care of it. It sounds good. I was playing it a lot today.
Oh, look, it's got Grover tuners, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's got the locking tuners. It's a 2016, so it's got all the goofy push-pull and the Peter Greeny circuit, or whatever they call it, where it puts them out of phase.
Out of phase, yeah.
I hardly ever use that though. I usually that guitar stays in tuned down a half step all the time anyway. That's what I use that one for. I don't change the tuning.
You want to see a lot of flame?
Is it? Which one's this? Is this? This is not Snots, is it?
Oh, this isn't Snots. Hang on here.
How many Les Pauls you got, Holmes?
Not enough. I need one
Call
more.
that
Not
one-
enough. Not enough.
That one's called filet mignon.
Look at that.
Filet mignon. Yeah, that's got some nice flame too. You got a lot of flame out around the edges.
Yeah, it's just the light's
Yeah.
not doing it as good as it should. Oh, it's kind of like there. You see that?
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes it's hard to get it to show outdoors in the sun. I bet that pops.
This is
What
called-
color's that one? That's like a faded
I was just gonna say this is a light burst.
light burst. Okay.
See the fade right there? See the
Yep.
fade? See that
Yep.
right off the corner? See that right off the corner? That's the way.
Right where you want it, huh?
That's where.
That's why you're picky. When you're, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know what to look for when you see
That's
it.
what he's looking for. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he wants.
It's got to be symmetrical. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's got to be symmetrical. It's supposed to look like a teardrop.
Quentin says poker chips have no reason to live.
That needs to be there because
No one needs to tell me where the rhythm. And
Yeah,
without,
I'm like, seriously, how long you been playing guitar? You don't know which way's up or down?
without that, I don't know where I'm going. Okay?
So like if your poker chip got spun around upside down, you'd be
oh
fucked.
no!
This is like my guitar GPS right here.
GPS. I gotta know where I'm at, man.
Right in the middle of a set. Hold on, fellas. Hold on. What's wrong?
Here you go, Hack. You probably won't like this one either.
Uh-oh.
You know what really messed me up is when I played a Wolfgang and it was reversed. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's not how the certain Wolfgangs, the EVH, yeah.
He reversed it.
Yeah.
Messed me right up.
You know what that is, Hack, by just looking at it without reading the text?
And that's an R9?
It's a Ace Frehley signature
I was
model.
just going to say that. It's got to be an Ace Frehley. And then that photo came up.
I don't know.
$9,700 in
Whoa!
Atlanta.
No, take two.
Take two. 59 Freely. That's called the Freely Burst. 59 Freely Burst.
Look at
One
that.
in the back.
Let me see the headstock. Go back to the headstock again.
It's just a regular Gibson.
Okay.
It's not his signature model. It's based on his 59.
Based on his-
the Crovers.
It's just like the Pearly Gates is a copy of Billy Gibbons. This is a copy of Ace's 59.
Yeah.
It's basically a R9 with they try to replicate the tops, right? As close as they can.
The top I like the best. If I was gonna get like an R9, if I ever do get something like that, it would be like what they call the lemon burst, which basically it's a cherry burst but super faded.
Super faded out, like it's been left out in the
You
sun,
can
right?
just see a hint of red
Mhm.
around it.
Have you
right?
seen the one they call the Unburst? That was a last year's model. Unburst. It's like that.
Yeah, kind of.
Dwight Bailey's got an Ace Frehley 59. No, we saw it, Dwight. We saw it on the show.
Yeah.
Well, it's got some really good guitars, man.
You got to check this thing out. So this is a Collings City Limits
It's got a nice Jackson, too.
dog hair. It's what they call that finish or that. Yeah, the finish.
Does it have
They
a
do the-
clear...
Yeah, they're clear covers. They do clear covers. Look at those big old giant freaking capacitors in there.
Those are resistors, I think.
Yeah, are they resistors?
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, very expensive guitar.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to want that color, but it's certainly different. What do you think about those inlays? You can like the Collins inlays? They do anything for you?
No.
They give you a tingle? No? You don't get a tingle?
That's pretty cool.
600 volts? Is that what that says? That can't possibly be right.
Oh, you know what? They are capacitors. You're right, Brian. I just saw that.
But yeah, they're just big giant, like
They're,
the bumblebee type.
2 microfarad 600 volt capacitors.
Gotcha.
Doesn't mean they have 600 volts. No,
Right.
Guitars don't get up to that.
Yeah. No, I would hope not.
It's
No.
got smoke machine built in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a nice
Ooh,
case.
look at that case.
Holy shit.
The heck?
For that kind of money, it ought to come with a case like that, though.
That case looks like a cozy apartment.
I bet that case costs $1,000 by itself.
Luxury.
Yeah, luxury. All right, that's my
Oh, there you
watch
go.
list.
Bent's Les Paul replica is 59 is 11 burst. That's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
That's
Nice.
cool. That's my dream guitar. I held my dream guitar. You remember, Brian?
Yes.
I held it. If you want this guitar, the guy says, if you want this guitar, it'll be on sale at the Nashville Guitar Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Because they already bought it. They had already bought it.
They bought that whole wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at Summer NAMM. The dealers, the vendors that are there can buy the guitars that are there. In fact, that's what they do. They sell the guitars, right?
Yeah.
That are there. We couldn't personally buy them,
No.
but vendors could buy them, or store owners could buy them.
Yeah.
And Hack's like, "There's my baby." I'm still fantasizing about that Brian Ray
Really?
SG, that white SG with the ebony block and the single P90, but those had never hit the market. They're still on. I read recently they had trouble getting that finish. They call that, his first one was black like that Collins, and they called it dog hair. This one's white. It's kind of the opposite, like a negative type finish from that black and gray kind of streak thing.
Still working
But
on
yeah, they're still on pre-order at Sweetwater. They're expensive, man. They're $4,800. I was thinking, let somebody else drive it off the lot, and then someday it'll pop up on Reverb used somewhere.
Oh, Brad Miller's saying those caps are the same ones that Glenn sent him.
Same caps that Glenn uses when he wires a guitar up.
Bent is asking, you guys saw my Les Paul, right? I don't think I have seen your Les Paul, Bent.
I don't think I have either.
Jason,
Jay's wanting to know how the P90,
he's asking why.
dude, I haven't, my other guitar's getting jealous. I was telling the guys earlier, I'm shocked at how well this thing stays in tune. I mean, I put new strings on it. I stretched them really good. I tuned it up, and I haven't touched it. It's like been in tune for days. Usually my Gibsons are out of tune after 10 minutes of playing them. Something's off just a little bit, right? Usually the G string. This one stays in tune great, and it sounds really good. I'm thinking about lowering the bridge pickup just a little bit. It seems like it's a little, maybe, I want to lower it just a little bit to see what it sounds like, but
If it's woolly,
yeah, man.
drop it.
Say again?
If it starts to sound like too woolly, like too muffled,
Yeah.
dark, then you drop it.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it just a little bit and see what I always put it back, right?
So
It's no big
generally,
deal.
if it's too woolly, thick sounding, you drop the pickup. If it sounds too thin, trebly, then you need to raise it.
I just love this color.
Yeah, it's
Man,
sharp.
totally in love with the color. The neck is great. Frets are great. And for getting 375 off, because a couple little places that you would never, I mean, literally this place here looked like it was a big piece of something stuck under the paint on the pictures on their website, or the guy sent me. I can't even see it with the naked eye. I don't even know what the hell they were looking at.
Yeah, well, they got to show you all the faults, however big or small they are.
They were going to sell it as a demo, even though it had never been demoed, because it's got a couple little imperfections on it. I was like, pfft. One of them's on the top, on the low E string side of the binding on the neck. Well, you don't feel that anyway, because that's and it's way down by like the 22nd fret. I don't play down there anyway.
That's the dusty part.
Yeah.
The pickups sound good.
Yeah, they sound real good. They sound different than the ones in my Friedman, though. The Friedmans, I think, are a little crunchier and are a little quieter, but not a big, huge difference. I mean, P90s are P90s, right, for the most part.
Yeah, I was curious to see if the Freemans were a little hotter.
I think I'm probably going to do a A/B. There's no point in trying to list my Friedman guitar right now. That's not the time. People aren't going to be spending a lot of money. I'll wait till the crisis is averted. Right.
There's people trying to unload stuff right now.
Yeah, people are going to be unloading stuff, but I don't think people are going to be doing a lot of buying. I was watching Guitar Pit's latest video today. It's usually, let's buy a guitar, and today's video was titled, let's not buy a guitar.
Yeah, it all depends on what I mean, if you're, like if there's folks that are still working and gainfully employed through all this,
Yeah.
market, right?
Right. Well, there'll be people that don't need the money. That'll get that $3,000 from the government and they'll buy shit with it. So maybe people will buy guitars. I don't know.
It's the folks that are hurting that will be putting stuff up for sale. So
They won't be buying, that's for sure.
no, they'll be selling those. What I'm getting at, they might be able to.
Market.
Yeah, it's a buyer's market right now. Is what I'm trying to say. If you're in a position to buy, right? If this isn't affecting you,
You're going to get the deal.
you're going to get a wicked deal. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. That's one
And,
thing Chris was saying today. He was watching to see if he thought the
And you'll-
prices would start going down. He'd see a downturn.
Like I said, if you're hurting for money and you need the money,
right?
I'm working, let's just say, and I'm doing okay and I want to buy it. You're the one that's hurting. You're going to haggle with me. You're going to give
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It'll help. It'll help
look for the deals, man.
Jay Steen says he's buying low price stocks when you can. Yeah, see that's the thing. I mean, yeah, we've bottomed out pretty bad, but it's not like a lot of that stuff's not going to come back. And I'm telling you right now, oil is dirt freaking cheap.
Yeah.
Oil's dirt. Oil went because there's a war. There's a besides everything else. The Russians and the Iranians are having an oil war, and the Saudis. I mean, the Saudi Arabians and the Russians are fighting over the price of oil. So they dumped. They're trying to outbid each other, or undercut each other, right? And so
they told the Russians to stop producing, to drop production, to keep the prices high, and the Russians refused. So now there's too much on the market. Market is literally flooded. So
yeah, $20 a barrel, Tom's saying, right? So listen, Exxon and BP are hurting right now, just like everybody else, but Exxon and BP are not going anywhere. They're too massive. So when it's $20 a barrel, as soon as this blows over, we're all going to be so freaking stir crazy from being cooped up in our houses for a month or more that everybody's going to want to go out and go to the park or drive here or go to do something outside, and it'll be warmer, and we're going to buy gasoline like it's going out of style, and the price of oil is going to go right the hell back up.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
So buy oil. Can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong there.
Hey, Rocky.
Hey, there's Rockin' Dave.
Hey, buddy. Rock on.
Yep. Says now's the time to buy. Yeah, I'm my stock advisor guy. I've been on the phone with him 2 different teleconferences this week with him, and he's like, it hasn't bottomed out yet because all the people that are gonna get out, they haven't all done it yet. They're waiting for sooner or later all the people that are gonna sell and get out will be done, and then that's when you buy because that's when it'll be the lowest.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet. So, but yeah, I think the markets will come back. The economy in North America is pretty freaking rocking right now. The only thing that's hurting it is this virus. If we get rid of this virus, we'll all go right back to to work again, right? So let's hope. Fingers crossed anyway.
Let's hope so.
Right. So what are you guys doing at home besides playing guitar to avoid the stir craziness? Anything out of the ordinary projects you've taken on or something where you're at home?
Honey-do lists.
Honey-do lists, yeah. I think my wife was doing some spring cleaning big time upstairs today. She was moving furniture.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? She's like, I'm cleaning.
Yeah, our closets are organized. All the stuff, the kids' rooms are organized. They've been forced to clean their rooms and take the stuff out that they don't use. So yeah, it's like spring cleaning over here.
It's going to be warmer, I think, a few days this week. I think I'm going to pull everything out of the garage and do a big garage reorganization, clean out, get ready for spring.
Yeah.
Put my snowblower away. I never had to use my snowblower one time all winter, knock on wood. We're not quite out of the danger zone yet.
Well, we got the worst ice storm ever last year in April here.
Yeah, we can still get buried.
Sometimes it's
I remember
April.
being a kid in March, you think you're getting close to it, and then there's that one last blizzard that has to kick your ass.
There's always that one last kick in the nuts to remind you.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't through with you yet. Yeah,
Not done with you yet.
I'm waiting for it to get warm enough that I can start doing some stuff in the yard. But
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but that's all right.
We've already put down the first layer of the pre-emergent
Did you?
weed and feed. Yeah, we had a worm day a few days ago, and threw that out on the front and backyard a little bit. Because otherwise, I live in the woods, man. So weeds are just just constant battle with the
Yeah.
weeds. Constant battle.
Well, we're not allowed to use any kind of chemical weed killer up here. So most lawns you're going to see in Canada are all weed.
In the country,
Yeah,
or just in Toronto.
in Ontario.
Ontario.
Really?
Yeah, we can't. You guys can still buy all that chemical shit. We can't buy any of that stuff.
Well,
they give
what we put down is just the little granules, like Scott's, and they're like little granules, and they're time release kind of.
there's chemicals you can use that we can't.
Really?
Yeah. So because of that, like, I got my lawn joins up with my neighbors, and you can tell where his lawn ends and mine begins by the weeds.
But there's a weed line.
Weed line.
Because he doesn't give a shit about the weeds, and you
Oh,
do.
he tries. I'll give him credit. He tries, but let's just say I'm a little more anal about it. And then the
Yeah.
guy on the other side of me, on the other side of my driveway, that guy's just
Yeah, that's the stuff you can still buy that here, but Roundup's the one that they talk about that you got to be real careful with. You don't want to breathe that in
That causes that.
while you're spraying it because Roundup kills everything. So if you get that on your grass, it'll damn kill your damn grass too. It kills whatever it gets on, including people.
Yeah,
So
I was just gonna say that.
yeah, including people. So you be careful with the Roundup. Now this is just like the stuff you spread around that's weed killer and fertilizer kind of little granules
Yeah, I
and it
know
dissolves and
Yeah.
we use that.
Wrote, when history is written, the virus shutdown will also be known as the age of new porn discovery.
Gonna have to invent some new ways to do it. We're bored.
Oh man.
Hey, there's Dan in New Jersey. What's up, Dan?
Hey Dan, how are you?
How you doing, man? Well, I got something kind of fun we could do. I don't know if Dave's gonna make it or not. What time did you hear from Dave? Did he tell you?
A long time ago.
Well, he might have got busy. He may not be. He said it might be. It was iffy. So I didn't want to include him. But if he can't make it, he can't make it. So that's cool. I don't want to go overly late tonight because at midnight, I know that Robert Baker's doing a midnight thing tonight.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it's for everybody or if it's just for his members. But he usually does a really cool.
Yeah, I think I just got a notification from him.
From Baker.
Yeah. Well, I think
I had-
30 minutes.
30-minute countdown to Baker. Baker in 30. So we'll probably wrap this up in about 30 minutes. So I got something kind of fun that I thought I'd do. This is called Double Take Doppelgangers.
Uh-oh.
So I've got some cool pictures that I found these on.
Check this out.
I found these on the interwebs. So there's different people here characters and so on and so forth that you'll know. Obviously, to start with, we have
Oh my god.
Beavis. We have Beavis.
Yeah.
And of course, where there's Beavis, there is also Butthead.
Hey, I didn't know Butthead was a girl. Who would have thought it?
We'll take doppelgangers. So we've got that. Then we've got the real life Johnny Bravo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This dude's roiding out, man. If that is not a dude that's roiding out,
I don't know.
How you doing?
let's see. We have Linda from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're talking splitting image here.
Holy shit.
That's great.
Then of course we have Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
That's the dude that I can't think of his name. He's a comedian, but
Harvey.
then, of course, Harvey. What?
Oh, what's his name?
You're right, Harvey something.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. That's it. And then of course you can't have Mr. Potato Head without Mrs. Potato Head. right?
Yeah.
This is Hercule from Dragon Ball Z.
Come on. That's awesome.
Oh,
Granny and Tweety Bird.
oh, man.
I wish I could make them bigger. Unfortunately, the pictures weren't very big.
Holy shit.
It's totally Granny, though, right?
Totally, man. You're doing all.
Awesome.
And this guy is obviously trying to do this on purpose because there's no possible way that you would go out in public as Cartman unless you intended to.
Yeah, I think he's trying to be Cartman. Yeah.
He's rocking the Cartman.
Yeah, he's doing a good job at it too.
He's like, "Screw you guys, going home. Screw you guys, hey." You guys all got kids, right? So you've probably seen the movie Ratatouille.
Oh yeah, there he
He's
is.
the exact guy. He's the kid.
oh,
God.
oh my God.
Look at him.
That's crazy. Man.
They had like a mouth on his shoulder.
Jesus Christ, man!
Wow.
You got that note. I mean, you know, I hate to make fun of people, but that nose could cause a solar eclipse if he stood at the right angle. All right, this is Leela from. Oh, sorry, I went too far. Leela from Futurama.
What the heck? Oh my goodness.
That's an overbite. You guys have seen 101 Dalmatians, I'm sure, when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Cruella DeVille. You guys remember the
These people
what is it? You guys remember the Thundercats cartoon?
Oh,
Thundercats.
Snarf.
Oh shit, Lion-O, who is apparently modeled after Carrot Top.
What the heck happened to him?
Steroids.
Carrot Top freaking pumps some iron, man.
Yeah, he's on roids.
He's
Man.
got
Yeah,
shoulder
he's-
implants.
Look at this
Yeah, he did.
surgery on his face. The guy's all, I don't know, man.
He's all puffed up.
Yeah.
This next one is Hero from Baymax. It looks exactly freaking like him.
Come on.
Holy shit.
Right. And of course, The Simpsons have been on for forever. So we have Millhouse,
Oh, gee, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We have Sideshow Bob. And of course, The Simpsons would not be complete without Mr. Burns. Oh, God. Jesus.
Come on.
He's got the mouth and everything, dude. Look at him.
Yeah.
This dude's totally Mr. Burns. Oh, God. How would you like to go through life being Mr. Burns?
Good, man.
Anywhere you go.
That's awesome.
So that was the double take, doppelgangers there. I don't know. I kind of like the Cartman, even though he was doing it on purpose. I love Cartman. He's my hero.
Respect my authority.
Respect my authority. That's one of my favorite. That's the chicken fucker episode. Remember?
Yeah.
And Cartman gets deputized. And he's riding around on his little big wheel, pulling people over. You will respect my authority. Starts beating the hell out of this dude with a billy club. Oh man, I don't know how them guys get away with some of that South Park stuff.
I love it.
Funny ass shit.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
love South Park. Oh man. So what do you guys got planned for your Sunday?
Well,
Play some guitar?
I'm going to be heading out.
You bastard! You killed Kenny!
I'm going to be heading out to my brother's place. Going to be recording all day tomorrow, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, there you go.
You gotta go. I would after seeing your little brother's guitar collection, I would spend as much time over there as I could.
Well,
You never have to buy another guitar again. You can just go over and play his shit.
I'm just taking snots. I'm like, Why do I need
He
it?
likes Snots though. He likes that one, doesn't he?
Yeah. And that's that. I was there last week, and we recorded pretty much 90% of something. I just got to throw some lead lines over, like a melody over top of it. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Then we're going to do other stuff. And basically, the whole recording is Snots, the whole thing, with a little bit of Strat underneath for percussion.
Right.
So going to finish that, and we're going to do some other stuff. And so there's going to be some new hack theme music coming up. So.
Yeah, you were saying that. So, are you still working on that track? You're gonna spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, I had time this week, so it's like I need to come up with a melody line. So
You're gonna put a little special sauce on it.
Put a little special sauce on it. It's not a shred thing, believe me. It's something like that.
Is there a little Tabasco in there just for give it a little?
But you're bringing the Helix. That's your Tabasco, right?
I'm gonna take. Yeah, he wants to see the Helix, so I'm gonna bring that. Maybe I'll put in some wacky shit too. I don't know. We'll see.
There you go.
These guys want me to find a Mr. Hanky lookalike. You guys remember Mr. Hanky?
Mr. Hanky, yeah.
He's the Christmas poo. My favorite Mr. Hanky is when Mr. Hanky and Charles Manson hook up. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yeah. That's pretty good, R2. That's the best Mr. Hanky I think I've ever heard. If the guy who does Hanky dies, you got a job for life.
Yeah.
Like, wait, casting call. We need a Mr. Hanky voice.
When I first heard that, man, I did right away.
Right.
Mr. Hanky.
Of course, Mr. Hanky's a turd hack. You're familiar with the Mr. Hanky character?
No.
You're not? Oh, God. I'll have to.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you haven't seen Hanky, I mean, if you have no point of reference,
You pull him up then.
if you don't have a point of reference, it's kind of difficult to explain.
That's how he talks.
Every time he talks like this. Howdy ho.
Let's see. It's open link and new tab, open image and new tab. Let's see if I can make this so you can see. No, so it's not too big. Oh my God. So this is Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, he's a turd. You didn't know. See, I told you if you didn't have any Mr. Hanky reference, it wasn't going to make any sense.
Now, can you picture the voice coming out of that?
Yeah, now I'm picturing. Now you got to go with the voice, right? So you have to have the if you have to have the voice. If you don't have the voice, it's just not going to work. You have to have the voice. Here he is. Here's another Mr. Hanky. This one's on Twitter. This was a Twitter post. Howdy ho.
There he is.
Howdy ho.
He's the Christmas poo. He only comes around at Christmas time.
Christmas food.
He's the Christmas poo. Yeah, seen this?
No.
Man, you Canadians need to get out more, man.
Hey, man.
I know we're on lockdown, but this is a good time to binge watch some South Park, home.
It's just see the chat.
The chat's losing it. Oh my God.
We got Trailer Park Boys.
I've turned Guitar Hack onto two things in the last couple of weeks. I turned him on to TV Dinners by ZZ Top, and I've turned him on to Mr. Hanky.
Turn around, Mr. Hank.
See, you never know what you're going to learn from me.
Yeah. I love that track, TV Dinner.
TV Dinners is awesome, isn't it?
Trail Bar.
Blame Canada.
Why not?
Well, they get blamed for everything else. Might as well blame them.
Blame the Canadians.
Blame the Canadians.
It says no wonder
It's all your
South Park
fault.
makes fun of Canada.
Poo love. Oh my God! Yeah, right. Oh, you're right, Jimmy. I forgot. I'm waiting for it.
Terrence
Terrence and Phillip. Do you know who Terrence and Phillip are?
No.
They're the two Canadians that they dogged the hell out, and they got all the Canadians on South Park have funny heads and they talk weird.
Well, is that right?
Oh yeah. I gotta find a picture of that now.
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh no!
I can't believe you don't know who Terrence and Phillip. I mean, it's bad enough you didn't know who Mr. Hanky was. And they got TP on their shirts because they're Terrence and Phillip, right? And they fart on each other. That's their bit.
So
Yeah,
basically,
they're like little circle and triangles and.
Beavis and Butthead are Canadians.
I'm gonna see if I can find a video clip of this because there has to be a video. There has to be video. We must find video. Welcome to South Park. Let's see. Was this? All right, that's me. I gotta find. There's gotta be something on YouTube. There's gotta be some Terrence and Phillip on YouTube. Funny moments, fart jokes. Here we go. This will be good.
Oh no!
The worst to best, Terrence to Phillip. Terrence Phillip. Let's see. This has got 320,000 views. This should be good. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can share. It's 300,000 views on this one. Terrence and Phillip movie. All right, let's blow this up. Here we go. It's the Terrence and Phillip shit.
Houses of Fire. Is there no sound on this? Does it matter?
Hack doesn't. He doesn't know what they're saying.
Is this a silent movie or what?
That's her little brother.
We can't hear it. We can't hear it.
There's no sound.
There's no sound.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
So I said, is this a silent movie?
Ah!
I could already picture what they're saying.
I can't play that one. It's a good thing you couldn't hear it. Let me find something that's not as naughty.
Oh my god!
That one was a little over the top. Let's do this one. Terrence and Phillip official video. Okay, this might be we might be able to do this one. Let's see that. Yeah, that was from the movie, and that movie was R-rated. I'm surprised that even is allowed on YouTube. It's a good thing you guys couldn't hear that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's try this again. There we go. This is the official YouTube Terrence and Phillip video. You should have sound with this.
Hi, I want 6 tickets to Asses of Fire.
This movie might not be appropriate for your little ones.
Hey, he says this movie isn't appropriate for you.
Look, Mr. Homeless Guy, if you don't want to buy us tickets and not get your $10 and not go buy yourself a bottle of vodka, then be my guest.
6 tickets, please.
Oh yeah, this is the same
Let me
video.
have some candy, Cartman. Oh, let's see. Nope, I don't have any Jewish candy. Like you really need all that chocolate, fat boy. Shh, the movie's starting. Hooray!
Satans! What did the Spanish priest say to the Uranian gynecologist?
I don't know, Philip. What? Where do they come up with this stuff? You're such a pig fucker, Philip. What did he say?
Terrence, why would you call me a pig fucker?
Well, let's see. First of all, you fuck pigs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, fuck my ass and call me a bitch.
Oh, you shit-faced cockmaster!
Wow. Shit-faced cockmaster. Listen, you donkey-raping shit-eater. Donkey-raping shit-eater.
Don't be baby shit-eater.
You'd fuck your uncle.
You'd fuck your
That's
uncle.
her little brother.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a cocksucking ass lickling Uncle Fucker.
It's the Uncle Fucker song.
Yes, it's true. Nobody fucks uncles quite like you.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're the one that fucked your Uncle Fucker.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Holy shit.
So Kyle's little brother's adopted from Canada. That's what I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's how we make fun of Canadians down here in the United States. Did you not know this?
It's a pretty accurate depiction.
Pretty accurate description.
Fucking right on the money there, buddy.
Ah! So now you both you are now aware of both Terrence and Philip,
Yes.
as well as Mr. Hankey. So
Better
just look at
person.
everything that you've learned tonight that you did not know.
Yeah.
Your life has been so enriched by being on this live stream.
I
Heck,
thought,
I haven't seen this in years, man. So I totally forgot about this.
well, this is old. Is this old?
This is yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
South Park's still on, but this is
Yeah,
from the South Park movie. I think that clip's from the South Park movie. That wasn't from the on the Comedy Channel show. That was from the movie.
Right. Oh,
Yeah. Uncle Fucka. Oh my God. Oh, Quentin says he's uploading a video of us with Emmett. That should be good. Yeah, Crowbar says that's the South Park movie from 2000.
Oh, it's 20 years old.
20 years.
Oh my God, Tally, bearded blues dude, reminded me of Tally, the character Tally. So Mr. Hankey's a poo, Tally's a towel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, Stafford,
Right.
that's right. I'm gonna go and dig up some South Park. I want to be
Yeah,
big on South
you
Park.
could binge watch some South Park this weekend.
so-
Oh, yeah. Get tired of playing, your hands get sore from playing too much guitar.
I just watch South
You can do that. So, what do you guys do up there in Canada to make fun of us Americans?
We watch the Trump.
You just watch the news conferences. Just watch the Twitter feed.
Yeah, watch the looks of horror behind him when he's talking.
Right? They're like, "Shut up! Don't! Oh no, God, don't say that." That boy ain't got no filter. I'll give him that.
Yeah. No, we don't really. I'm trying to think. Like, we make fun of ourselves mainly. If you ever watch Trailer Park Boys or Letterkenny, which are phenomenal shows,
Yeah.
it's we laugh at ourselves. We don't really.
Canadians make fun of our beer. Crowbar says Canadians make fun of our beer.
But that
Yeah.
Yingling beer was amazing.
Well, that's Yingling, yeah, but
I
you
love
know,
that stuff. That was
yeah,
beer.
I'll hook you up on. I've got another one I want you to try that I think's even better than that one.
You know,
Creamier and richer.
creamier and richer.
Yeah, that's the Shinerbach.
Yeah, Kids in the Hall. Yeah, they were pretty good too. That's another Canadian comedy troops, and then of course Second City.
Second City guys.
That's
I mean,
the-
John Candy and the whole crowd, right? And Rick Moranis. Yeah, they got funny.
Nancy back in the that's go way back. That's like
I
8.
love Rick Moranis, dude. That guy's hilarious.
Yeah. Kenny versus Benny. Yeah, I never watched that, but yeah, that was a Canadian show.
Did you guys get Benny Hill when you were a kid?
Oh, shit,
You guys
yeah.
get Benny? I figured you
Oh,
would since
We get all the British stuff, man.
you had the Queen on your money still. I figured
Yeah.
you'd get the
We got Benny Hill. We got Monty Python. We got
Monty
Fawlty
Python.
Towers. We got all that stuff. All the British comedy stuff we got.
Right.
Yeah.
Is most of your network TV the same? Like you got ABC, CBS. You get all the same TV
And
shows.
then we got the Canadian stuff. So we have our own
Mm.
Canadian networks like CBC and
CBC.
and Global, I think, are the 3. So
Bent says Wath, Kenny versus Spinny popcorn or poop corn. Watch that. Crowbar says Dr. Tongue's Third House of Beef.
yeah,
So these are Canadian shows that are
That's
going over the top of
City.
my head.
it's a Second City sketch.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
The Mighty Boosh. So now I've got stuff to look up, and
All that.
the Mighty Boosh. That must be another bit.
There you go.
Guitar Hack Bubbles. Zach says that Bubbles is a great guitar player.
Bubbles is from the Trailer Park Boys. Is the guy with the
Okay.
big glasses.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, the goofy looking dude with the glasses. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie yet. I should watch that.
He's got a music video out too, which is
Oh,
pretty.
does he?
Stafford says Spotted Cow Guitar Hack if you're ever in Wisconsin.
Oh, for beer?
Yeah.
Oh, Spotted Cow. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, Crowbar's talking about the Trailer Park Boys episode.
Oh, they kidnap Alex Lifeson in the movie?
Hilarious, yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
in a series. It's one of the episodes.
Okay. Oh, it's a series. Okay, I didn't realize. I thought it was a movie.
Actually, they made movies too. There's movies of the Trailer Park Boys.
I'm behind on that. I need to get caught up with that deal.
I turned Dave on to Letterkenny when I was in Arizona. He watched all of them. They're hilarious.
BB Maid says we need to try Two Hearted Ale.
Two Hearted Ale is good.
Is it? I haven't had that one. I do like ales. And called Gabriel Tone. Hi, Gabriel. Just now noticing you jumped in. Sorry if you've been here for a while and I've just now noticed. And he says, call the fire department. I don't know if that's beer or if his house is on fire.
Yeah, Bubbles is a badass. Yeah. There's one character on on Trailer Park Boys. Every scene in every show, he always has a Ryan Coke in his hand.
Oh, really?
Every scene, he's driving with it. He puts and he never spills a drop, regardless of what he's doing. He always has a Ryan Coke in his hand.
He always has it.
Yeah, it's Julian. Yeah, it's funny.
Mr. Leahy.
Mr. Leahy.
Leahy.
Yeah, it's pronounced Leahy. Yeah,
Leahy.
yeah,
Randy.
it's hilarious. And Randy, his partner, the guy never wears a shirt, and he's got a big belly on him. You've got to watch the show. You'll get a kick.
It sounds hilarious.
It is really.
It sounds a lot like My Name is. What was that show? Oh, God damn. Earl. My Name is Earl. Did you ever see My Name is Earl?
Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason. I know the show you're talking about.
I love that show. It's good. So if it's like that, it should be pretty funny.
I think it's funnier than that.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah, My Name is Earl. Yeah, that's a good
There's
show.
oh shit, what am I drawing a blank here? Yeah, and
Did
then
you guys watch? Oh, go ahead, Hack. Sorry.
there's a guy that this is all happens in a trailer park, right?
Right.
Right.
Obviously, hence the name.
That's the name. And there's one guy, J-Rock, who's wants to be a rapper.
J-Rock.
And he talks like a rapper, and just J-Rock is hilarious. Just anything he does. And then they try to make a porn movie in one of their trailers. They're always trying to coming out. They're always trying to come up with schemes to make money. Ricky's trying to grow pot.
They're moving and shaking, right?
Ricky lives in Julian's abandoned car in Julian's driveway.
Oh God, he lives in an abandoned car in a driveway.
Yeah.
Is it up on blocks?
It doesn't even have doors on it, and he drives around. You gotta watch it.
There's no
it's
doors.
hilarious. It's freaking hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look that
And
up.
Bubbles lives in basically a shed.
Like the Hack Shack out back.
Imagine my shed. That's where he lives.
Sweet. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I said the word we're not supposed to say. Damn it.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you.
Ouch.
But
It hurts
you
every
gotta
time.
Watch the show. Watch.
Cool. Well, it don't look like Dave's gonna make it, and we are closing in on about 7 minutes before Robert goes live. And not only do I not want to bump up against Robert, I want to watch Robert. So, Robert is inspiring. I'm in the middle of taking Robert's beginner rock lessons. So it's like it's the first lesson set that he put out that's kind of for beginners, but it's based for guys that want to play like classic rock, right? So it's all pentatonic, that kind of stuff.
What's up, Gussie?
But,
Well,
I mean, it's fun. A lot of it I already have picked up through osmosis from watching all you guys and stuff, but it's always, I've never had any lessons or anything, and in fact, I was planning to go start taking them soon. We just got into spring. That was the goal. I'm going to wait till it warms up outside. And but now the place that I want to go take them obviously is they're closed like everything else. So I have to wait for this to blow over for that, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to it. Quentin says we're all a bunch of guitar nerds. Oh, except that says hey Gussie Wells. I tagged the wrong one. Every time I go to click them, they move right as I hit the thing. Right? You ever notice that?
You miss.
good night, Stafford.
Yeah. My aim was off. So Quentin, do you know when you're getting the new axe? Did they tell you? He was playing it, so can't take if he's shipping it right away. It won't take that long, I expect.
Oh, I don't know now with this whole business.
Well, that's everything's on 2 or 3 delay. So when I ordered the SG, they ship it FedEx today from Fort Wayne, which is 3 hours from here. I mean, that's like one stop probably in between, right? And it took almost a week. And it wasn't, it's just because everybody's ordering everything online right now because we're not supposed to go out.
You see what Quentin said? Brian asked, dude, I will totally do free Skype lessons with you, but I'm a slow learner.
Right. Yeah, I should do that. Well, Hack's already helped me out with some different stuff.
Yeah.
Sent me. I've trying to learn a certain riff or something like that, and he'll play it and send me the video, and I can slow it down and learn it.
Anytime, man. No worries.
So it's always fun. But I need to go get like some formal lessons too. I need somebody to push me to do all the crap that's no fun that you need, right? So
do it, man. Do it to it.
yeah, do it to it. So never hurts to get professional training, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, boys, it's about 3.5 minutes to the top of the hour. So I think we probably ought to wrap this bad boy up tonight. And next week on Wednesday, it's going to be BB Made on the Live Wires. Hack, you got a guest coming up this week?
Yes, I have Eric from Music and Gear Network will be with me on the Thursday show, 8 o'clock. Check it out.
Nice. He's got a nice channel. He's always usually got some really cool guests coming on his show too. So
Yeah,
maybe you'll get some scoops about who he'll have coming on. That'll be cool. R2, you're on with the boys next Friday, I assume. You got anything planned between now and then?
Nothing yet, but we always come up with a nice surprise every week.
Right.
So
That's cool.
Well, you guys do a fun show too. You, Dave Stafford, and Joe Wentz. I'd like to get Joe on the Live Wires. His work schedule makes it difficult.
Yeah.
But there'll be a time where we'll do it on a different night, just so we can get him in, like we did for Lawrence Petros one time. We had to move the show to a Monday because we wanted to get Lawrence on real bad, and he just can't do Wednesday. It's just it's the way life is. So. Cool. Well, guys, we had like 24 people watching. We've had all our best buddies here in the chat all night hanging out with us. So really appreciate everybody joining in. Obviously, Guitar Hack R2. Thanks for coming on the show tonight. Give us something to do. Give us something to talk about. We looked at guitars. We had fun. We looked at people who look funny and made fun of them. That's always good. Yeah, we made fun of Canada. So can't let a show go by without doing that.
Gotta kick us in the pants.
You got to kick them while they're down, man.
That's
kick them while they're down. You got to keep them under our thumb up there before they get too. They get too big for their britches. They'll start thinking they can take over the Upper Peninsula of Michigan or something and adding it as another province.
You don't want it starting to think for themselves. You got to keep us down.
Yeah, we don't want you guys. Yeah, we just want you to still just stay on Queen's time, where we know where you're at, where we got our eyeball.
Keep
on
your
you.
metric system and stay out of.
Just keep your metric system and the Queen on your money, where we know where you're at.
Yeah, our funny colored money that's not worth shit.
Your pink money. What are you guys going to do when the Queen dies? Are you going to change the money over to her son? Because I feel, am I the only one that feels bad for him anyway? Because listen, his mom is never going to die. And then when she does die, he's going to be about 97 by then. He's going to be king for like 4 days, and then he's going to die.
Yeah. No.
Poor guy's never going to get to be king. He's been waiting his entire life to be king, and he's never going to get to be king. He's like, God, would you hurry up and die already, Queen?
She won't.
I just want to be the king.
Yeah.
It's good to be the king. That's what I heard anyway. That's what Tom Petty's got a song that's it's good to be the king.
Wait, metric system has no reason to live.
Metric system has
Why would you want to simplify things in tens? Let's stick with fractions. They're better.
The prince married the starlet, and then they done booked. They're in Canada now. You have royalty up there, Hack.
No, they
Did you
cashed in. They cashed in the royalty card.
They cashed in they put their chips all in.
No, I'm serious. They're not.
I know they had to give up their man card. They had to give up. He had to give up his Prince card.
Yeah, he
He had
gave
to
it
turn
up.
that shit in at the gate at Buckingham Palace.
And when he does that, he loses all his perks too. So no security.
Hey, Brian,
All I know is that girl better be worth it because I'm seeing a divorce in his future, and then you just
Yeah.
Brian, were you wiping down with the J rag there? Or?
yeah. This is the new super improved. This one's gonna come out coated with spermicide for your protection.
Yeah.
So this is the J-Rag Supermax. It'll be available in stores after the pandemic because I'm having made in China and I can't get anything over here right now. So
When Brian puts that in his pocket and he walks into a pool, he takes the
I'm getting ready. I'm gonna go when the stock market starts back on the uptrend. I'm gonna put J-Right public so you guys can all buy stock and just ride the wave with me, baby,
Good.
all the way to the top. We'll be rolling around. This time next year, we'll be all driving Rolls Royces and buying R9s like they're going out of fucking style. Oh, like I want that R9 and that one and that one's okay. Yeah, I'll take it too.
That one's all right. It doesn't have the right tear drop.
Yeah, the burst doesn't really line up exactly with the pit guard like it should, but we'll just go ahead and roll with it anyway.
It's an abomination, but I'll take it.
It's an abomination, but I'll take it. Pickups sound good.
Oh, that's good.
So, all right, boys, we're out of here.
All right.
Rock on it.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see y'all later.
Thank you,
Rock
Greg.
on.
Be
Thanks
safe.
for having me on.